Hi, this is Joe.
And this is Zach.
Welcome back to This and That.
Hey, Ma.
Yes, Zach.
What are your thoughts on school sports?
I have no thoughts on school sports.
Well, I don't really mean school sports. I just mean school. I said school sports because it rhymes
School sports doesn't really rhyme.
with thoughts.
What are your
It
thoughts on
rhymes more.
school sports?
It
I
rhymes
guess.
a little more.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, school. Well,
First,
yeah.
we finally got an attachment for my MacBook.
Yes.
So we're finally recording. I say finally, we only have like 7 episodes. But we're recording it on the MacBook now, and it's much better.
I think so.
Much more better audio quality.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So we'll see how we go when I edit this thing.
We're also
Yeah.
in the living room this time.
Yes, we are in the living room where
Instead
the
of in the
aircon, where the aircon is. So we'll see how we
Hopefully
go.
no one walks around.
Oh, they always walk around anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So school, you're back to school this week?
Yeah, back to school on Wednesday.
Yes, you did.
So,
And you went to year 6? You're
Yeah,
in year
year
6
six
now?
now.
Yeah. Which is
the last year of primary.
last year of primary.
The most important year of primary.
Every is important.
But this is the most important.
Why?
Well, Mr. Thomas said it's most important because...
Because why? That's okay, but why?
Because everything we do this year tracks onto our record for high school.
No, it doesn't. You start high school with a clean slate. Your record
Okay,
doesn't go into
Let me just
high
go
school.
fist fight somebody so I have a clean slate in high school.
Well, yeah. I mean, what? Nothing goes through to high school. They don't ask you
Doesn't
for
it?
your record or your. I don't know.
Well, but like
maybe.
they get your like a certain high school might call and like get like, the teacher's opinion on you.
Well, I don't think they have thousands of kids to go through. I don't think they do that. I have no idea. I don't think so. I mean, I have other 2 children who have gone through high school, and we have never been questioned about the primary
Yes.
education and levels and achievements. Maybe he's talking about study. Like, it's very important to study this year because when you go to high school, you don't want to be overwhelmed with the material.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe. What? He's going to teach us right now.
Of course, he's going to
It's,
teach.
I mean, it's been 3 days into the school year, and
Woohoo.
yeah. Told him about the podcast.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Thomas, our
interesting.
new teacher.
Well, you should tell him again.
And for once, we didn't get a new teacher 2 weeks after it started.
Yes, it was finished like
It was
in the first
next
week.
day.
Unbelievable. Usually takes 2 weeks until you get your classes.
Yeah.
How
At
do you
least
like?
for my school.
Okay. How do you like school? What do you think
I like
about
school.
school here in Australia?
I like it.
When you have nothing to compare it with, so.
Well, yeah, I haven't been to school in America or some other school. I've never changed schools. And I don't want to because it's only 1 year left.
What if we move?
Why?
What if we need to?
Why?
What if we need to for financial reasons, job reasons,
It's
whatever?
a financial reason. I don't think we'll be able to move.
But I'd say we move for whatever reasons.
Okay.
Reasons are not important. We're not talking about
Well, it
moving.
depends where.
Well, you're not gonna have a choice in that. You move where your parents
Depends
move.
where. Because
So
if we move to in like still the proximity of the school, we can still go to the same school.
I didn't mean that, obviously, Zachary. That's why I'm asking you if we move.
Well,
That you
I
have to
don't know. I'll spend like what half a year there, and then go to
Ah,
high school.
you know, if you move, you move.
Yeah.
I guess we have
And
to.
it won't matter for my sister. She finished.
Yeah, she's going uni this year.
And this month.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's her 18th birthday this month too.
Yeah.
Big birthday.
Yeah. It's you become an adult.
Yes. So tell me about school. What do you like about school? What you don't like about school? Try not to say any names.
I will not
Okay.
say any names.
Okay,
I'll
so
try.
what's your favorite thing about school?
My favorite thing about school? That's a hard question. There's a lot of things I like about school.
The top 3.
Top 3. Okay.
It seems to be 0 things you like about school.
Well,
If there's so many things, what's the
I
first thing that
can't
pops into your mind? In math.
my
What's the first thing that pops into your mind?
hanging out with friends that you didn't see.
Hanging out with your friends, okay.
Getting new teachers is one of the top things.
Really?
Like seeing all the new teachers. And I have not gotten a teacher twice.
What do you mean you have not gotten a
Like-
teacher twice?
I had a certain teacher in year 2,
Mm-hmm.
but from year 2 onward, she started teaching year 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have gotten her this year.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you didn't. You never had the teacher repeat, you mean?
And my teacher,
Yeah?
my teacher last year, we were in a 4-5 class.
Mm-hmm.
So and I was in the year 5 part.
Yes?
And he could have in last year and the year before that he was a 5-6 class. So
Mm-hmm.
he could have gone back to 5-6 and could have had him 2 years in a row.
Yeah. So you never had the same teacher repeat?
Uh
Oh, so you like that?
huh.
You're probably going to have that in high school. You're going to have the teachers repeat. Tete had the same English teacher for 3 years in a row. No
Really?
more. Yeah, I think so.
3 years.
3 or 4 years in a row, yeah, she had it.
3 of 6 years.
Yeah,
Huh. That's half.
so you might get that more often. That might happen in high school.
Okay. Hey, can I just say?
But every
I-
subject in high school will be different teacher.
Yeah.
So you're going to have lots of teachers.
Let me just say. Year 5, it went by so quickly.
That's what your brother said about last year.
And me too. I don't even remember term 1, 2, and most of 3.
Well, you had a teacher that you really liked.
Mm-hmm.
You did Minecraft, you did coding,
Yes, we did.
coding club.
I did coding club, yes.
Would that be available this year?
Yeah,
Maybe
it
you
will.
should speak to Mr.
Yeah, it will be available this year.
But you should do it again.
It's just not yet.
Okay. You're gonna. Okay. You too far. No, stand up the way you can handle to sit down a little bit. So. You will. You're gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You should do it.
Mm.
Okay. What's your least favorite thing about school?
Least favorite?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things to decide on.
Oh, let's pick something.
I don't know. Well, there's some really jerk people there.
Jerk people.
Jerk people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's your least favorite?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're gonna find people like that everywhere, so
Oh, yeah, but
that's just part of life.
my school specifically had a lot of jerk people.
Yeah.
Some were
Happens.
really good, some were really bad.
Well, I thought you were talking about the bad people here. You
Yeah,
call
I am
them
talking
jerk
about-
people.
I am
So
talking
some of
about the
them
bad
were-
people.
Some of them are good.
Some students are good. Some
Of course, some students.
bad.
I think your school is pretty well, though. Pretty good. I think most people are pretty well behaved in your school.
Mm.
Aren't they?
Most of them.
Like percentage-wise, I'd say at
Yeah.
least 95% are well behaved and good students. No?
70.
What? Is that many bad ones?
Yeah, there's a lot of bad people.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, for a period of
And
time,
then-
you seem to be becoming one of them.
No.
Yeah, no, some rock and stick throwing and
No.
what's happening for a period of time and throwing
That was accidents.
parent notices away under the dementables.
That was-
Did the note for your parent accidentally found itself lying under the dementable, and then you're lying to me about writing a note for the teacher? much a lot of love. And then lying to us for a while until we actually got called by the school. That all was accidentally.
I mean, why didn't you write it out?
Because it sounded very fishy the way you were explaining. I don't know.
Is it that bad?
But yeah, well, it was pretty bad what you did. We can laugh about it now
Aren't you
because you
proud
like
of
me. I don't know, no. I was sort of,
Impressed.
I was pretty impressed that you tried so much to lie, but I was pretty disappointed actually that you did that. Because I didn't think, lying would be part of your,
Resume?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, no matter what you do, like you would have the courage to come and tell us. Because, sometimes you do bad things. We all do, we're human. But it takes a lot to come to someone to explain what happened. And, live with the consequences of that. So your parents might be a little bit angry. Or they might be a lot angry, depending on what you did. But it's something that you have to go through with.
Huh.
But you need to come clean, and explain what you did.
Yeah.
Which you didn't. So hopefully you've learned your lesson. It's so funny. Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson?
Never.
You're an evil child.
I'm a demon.
No, but you shouldn't. It's not good to do stuff like that.
That was a long time ago.
It was. Was it year 4?
No.
Was it year 3? No, it was not in year 2.
Yes, it was year 2.
No, it
remember
wasn't. You had Mr. K.
Mr. K.
Uh-huh.
Who is Mr. K?
Mr. Knobs.
I've never had Mr.
No, you didn't. It was that other female teacher you had.
Yeah.
Which I forgot the name of.
Year 2.
That was not in year 2. It wasn't that long ago.
It was in year 2.
Was it? That's when you were hanging out with your friend. With name starting with K.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was year 3 or year 4.
No, it was not.
It doesn't matter anyway. Besides the point, you went through a little period there where you got your orange cards and stuff, and all of that.
I learned a fun fact on
being naughty.
On Friday.
What's the fun fact?
We
Anything
have
connected with being naughty?
Well, technically it's connected with being naughty, but
Okay.
like it's to not be naughty.
What is it?
The orange cards, I never knew this, but the orange cards are only for the playground. There's something called a blue card
For class.
for class, and a red card is class as well. So it's yellow.
Which one? Okay.
Orange cards are for the playground.
Well, you got the orange card because you threw the rock. It was a pretty substantial sized rock.
It wasn't
And
this big.
Yeah, that's huge. It's the size of a tennis ball.
This is not
Rock.
the size of a tennis.
That's not the point. I know that you accidentally threw the rock. I don't think you aimed for the girl's head or for the girl's body at all.
I didn't
But
hit it
the
either.
fact that you did not pay attention and you actually did the thing without thinking that you might injure someone was the silly thing. Same as when you drew on the boy's car. What was it? What it called? See, it's out of my head now. You know, he had a broken leg, and he was walking with. What it called? You know, the assistant thing for walking
Oh no, I
sticks.
forgot.
I don't know what they call right now. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe it. It's just out of my head. Anyway, you know that the little wooden things that help you walk when you have a broken leg?
Or hip.
Or hip, whatever. Okay, so you drew on it. Or you carved on it. You carved on it.
They carve on it.
You said you carved on it. With a little pointy needle thing from your...
From my
The
what?
thing for drawing circles. Okay, I'm not Englishing today.
I don't have a protractor.
Protractor.
Not a
no.
protractor.
Oh, no, not that one. You
See,
used
that's the
something.
thing.
I don't know what you used.
A pencil.
You used something and you drew on it, and then he was upset.
A pencil.
Okay, whatever. You drew, you carved. It doesn't really
Crutches.
matter. Crutches.
Crutches.
Crutches. Yeah, you drew on his crutches. That was pretty.
They sound weird.
Yeah.
Crutches.
Yes, but that's something. Just a normal word. But you drew on them, and then I had to call the school and speak to the teacher, to speak to his parents, and I don't know what happened after that.
Anyway, what do you remember from school?
I remember everything.
What?
I remember everything.
Like what? What's your favorite part of school?
There was none.
What was the least horrible?
Everything.
Everything was least horrible.
The least horrible part? I don't know. I didn't really enjoy school. I didn't really like school. I think maybe in year 7 and 8 it's probably when I had the most fun with school, because I made friends finally, and I had like a group of friends. We used to hang out and go out, so that was fun.
Okay.
But before that and after that, it was pretty
Okay,
horrible.
what's the most hated part of school? What would be an
Most-
easy question for you?
Most hated part? Well, I told you everything.
Most hated.
Everything. I went through a pretty bad high school, so everything in the high school was bad. Nobody was there to study. And I realized that
Everyone was there to sell drugs, right?
there was a lot of drug dealers. It wasn't just. It was pretty
And
bad.
you didn't take any, so good.
No, I didn't. It was pretty bad. Like for the first year in high school, which is not the same as here when you're in year 7. We're a bit older when you start high school,
When?
because we have 8 years of primary school, and then the high school starts. It's like equivalent to year 9 here
Okay.
when high school starts. Over
And
there,
then do you still have 8 years of high school?
no, it's only 4.
Oh, okay, so still 12
It's
years.
still 12 years, yeah. So when we started high school in the first year, I missed lots of it because we moved with my mom to a different country for a while, and I had to go to school there. When I came back, I ended up going in this high school because my friends went there, and it was a pretty
Okay.
bad high school. And for the
Why did
first,
friends
for
go?
that half of the year, and for the rest of the the second year, I didn't really do much studying. I was really bad teenager. Hopefully you're not gonna grow up like that. And I wasn't really paying attention to school.
Okay.
Everything was fun about school because I wasn't really there most of the time.
Okay.
Just hanging out with friends and stuff. But in year 3, when I cleaned up my act a little bit in high school.
Oh, okay. So
No, year 3 in primary.
Year.
Year 3 will be 11
Equivalent year 12.
to year 11.
Since you started now.
Yeah. So when that happened, when I cleaned up my act a little bit, and I actually put my head into the books to study and stuff, I realized how horrible the school was, because it's not just the children were not there to study or learn anything or behave, so the teachers were given up on teaching the students. So even if you tried very hard to learn, you were not going to learn anything because nobody cared. Especially all the teachers that were there for a long time. You know, we had one English teacher. She was funny, and I think she walked in class, and this is because English is compulsory subject overseas, and we had to learn since year 5. And when she walked in year 3 in the classroom, she was just speaking English, and nobody in the class, except just myself and another child, could understand her. And nobody else, but she spoke English the entire time. Because, you know, when you learn a language for the last 7 years, you should know what she's saying.
Yeah.
And
And
nobody
you did.
Yeah, I did. Oh, English was my English and Macedonian were my strong subjects.
Here it's called English for like the writing and all the stuff, but what was it called over there?
English over there is a second language you learn.
I know, but like like would it be cultured Macedonian for your writing and things?
Yes, Macedonian.
Just-
Macedonian was your English here. So when it comes
Okay.
to essays and books and studying books and
It's just called
writings and
Macedonian?
text, it's called Macedonian, yeah. Makedonski.
Okay.
And we had
Makedonkedonk.
Makedonkedonk. And we had English as a second subject where we learned grammar and the other stuff that you learn when you learn a second language.
Yeah. So
See, you don't study a second language in school.
Hmm.
Unless you go to high school and you pick one.
I don't. I might pick a second language.
You're gonna have to.
I might.
Yeah, in year 7 you have to if you go to Blakers.
Okay, I'll pick one.
Hmm.
I want to speak French.
You're gonna speak French?
Uh-huh.
Really?
I know my chauffeur there.
Huh?
That means Mr. Chicken.
Out of all the languages they offer in the school, you're gonna pick French?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna go with Japanese,
No.
which your sister and your brother studied?
No.
Your brother.
I don't play by your lines.
You don't have to play one. You can pick any language you want.
That was a joke, Mom. I don't play by your lines.
Yeah, Tete wanted
Japanese.
to learn to Japanese, but I don't know. I have no idea why he picked Japanese. Probably because
That's one of the
it was the
hardest languages,
easiest.
isn't it?
I don't think it's that hard. And then,
I want to speak French.
you should pick French then. If you keep it, you might end up going to France. You know, when Tete went to Japan.
Yeah. I might end up going to France. France. France.
Parlez-vous français?
Paris.
So,
Yeah, I'd actually like to visit Paris. I just want to climb up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
If there's a movie set in France,
there is plenty of movies set in France.
every single shot has the Eiffel Tower in the back.
Probably.
Every single
Yeah,
shot.
it's a big thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but like,
Well, you can see it from everywhere.
well, not the lid. Well, even if
In
it's facing
Paris.
away from the Eiffel Tower, it's just still see it.
No, you can't. That's really, and you know what else they have really nice? Pastries. Oh my goodness.
Croissant.
Croissants is just one of them.
Yeah, there's
That was my phone. Bing,
a
bing.
ton of them.
But there's so many different pastries. Oh my goodness. And you're gonna, it's gonna be,
And I know how to
you're
have
gonna come back
three.
like a barrel.
I am a barrel.
No, no, you're not. It's like nice croissants. It's like
Baguette.
it's one bar in one croissant. It's
Baguette.
Baguettes. I'm not a big fan of baguettes.
I've never actually tasted it yet.
Yes, you have. We've
Well,
bought
I don't
baguettes
remember.
before. You
I
had a
don't
sandwich
remember.
made in a baguette.
Well, I don't remember.
No, it's just bread. It's literally just bread. It's just shaped different.
Well, then why don't you like it? You like bread?
No, it's too crusty. Like it's a lot of crust on it. because
Taste
it's
the
thin.
crust stuff.
You can't. There's nothing inside. Just crust. Anyway, I'll buy one. You can see, but you know the one in France that you buy, it's different than the one here. Because they have different flour, different oil, different butters. That's why things don't taste
They're
the
the
same.
king of food, or is that Italy? I'll either be doing.
France is like
I'll
the
either do French or Italian.
France.
Spaghetti or baguette?
Between spaghetti and baguette, I'll pick the
No,
baguette.
it's baguette.
I know what it is.
Spaghetti.
I don't know.
I get
The
spaghetti.
French is like the fine dining cuisine.
Italian is just food.
Italian is the. I think Italian cuisine will be more like the rustic, home cooked, what grandma used to make meal. You know?
Oh, it's Italian. Nonna.
Yeah, like what Nonna made. Yeah, something like that, like very rustic and outdoorsy and stuff. But France is like,
Well,
oh la la. This is.
Look at this.
Well, I'm gonna say
Look
the
at
most
this.
fancy sounding thing for my dish, and I'm gonna drink it with this particular wine. And my plates need to be arranged in my forks and knives in
I
proper
have a
order.
I have a different fork for each individual grain of rice.
Yes, like that. So that's I think French dining is
I mean, everybody either picks like a nonna making really nice old
pizza.
like pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my nonna, my grandma, Very schnitzel and soup and meat and
Well,
mince and
Baba,
burgers.
Baba makes nice food. She
Yeah,
can
she
make.
makes nice food.
You like her chicken schnitzels that she
I
makes?
love her
Yeah.
chicken schnitzels.
Even though I think that's German.
Yeah.
Or Austrian dish.
Schnitzel.
And she makes nice soup. You like her soup better
Yeah.
than mine?
Well, it's
And,
a special soup.
Yeah, it requires water, vegeta, and soup noodles.
Yes.
At the end. That is
And
the
the-
3 ingredient
And
soup.
the secret ingredient to her secret ingredient soup is nothing.
It's vegeta.
It's forget every
That's how
every
secret.
Macedonian dish
Shh.
has
Don't tell them the secret.
every
Don't tell them the secret.
every Macedonian dish has spaghetti in it.
It's a secret. Let's not tell anyone.
It just did. I told everyone that listened to this podcast. All
That's all right, that's not that many.
69 people.
No, I don't think there's 69 people.
Have you even checked the thing?
I have. Let's not talk about that. Talk about school now. But stop talking about food now. Talk about school.
Yeah.
I forgot there for a second what we were talking about. We should have talked about food. Didn't we already talk about food?
Yeah, we did an episode on food.
Oh, we should do it again. There's a lot to talk about food.
I think we cover every subject. We can't go back.
Of course we can go back.
Well, if we go back, we have to look at the previous episode so we don't discuss topics again.
Oh. Alright then. No, I'm just joking anyway. School. You wanna tell me a fun story from school?
A fun story.
Mm-hmm. Wow. For someone who likes school, you have
There's
0 stories.
Fun stories at school. I'm thinking of one.
Okay, what about just the story? Nothing
Well,
to,
if
doesn't
you-
have to be
if
fun
you,
or not.
If you actually tell me to tell you a fun story about school, I can't.
You
think
go
of it.
blank.
But if I just walk up to you, I'll just walk up to you one day and tell you full
Yeah,
of
no.
question.
That is true.
But if you actually ask me something, I'll go blank.
I know, that's true. Like I'm thinking, what can I tell you? Every year at school in Macedonia, in Ohrid, we would go to an excursion. We only had an excursion once a year.
Okay.
We didn't have excursions like you do here when you go to do certain things related to your subject or to whatever you're studying at the time. We didn't have that. So we had one excursion a year from year 1 to year 6.
Million.
And then in year 7 they took us to a different place. And then in year 8 we went around the country.
Okay, so where'd you go from year 1 to 6?
Okay. We went to we would walk 2 by 2, go up the mountain. There were stairs up the mountain, and on top of the mountain there was graves of these unmarked graves of the soldiers that died during World War II.
Okay.
And once you passed the few graves that were there was a clearing, a big clearing, and the excursion would basically be a picnic on top of the mountain.
Okay.
That's what it
Where'd
was.
you go in year 7?
And in year 7, they took us to Svetinam. It's called this place. So we took the boat, and we were so excited when we took the boat. Sorry, mistake. We went on the bus. And
Okay.
we were pretty excited about that actually, because they spent the whole time singing. You know the song that the ants sing, the ants go marching one by one,
Yes.
hurrah, hurrah. We were singing our version of that.
What?
Well, I don't remember it, or something
Well,
like that.
turn up your memory.
No, I seriously don't remember. I remember singing it on the bus on the way there and the way back, but I don't remember what the words were. And anyway, so that was fun, and that was a fun day because we had so much places to roam around and explore, and we've never been anywhere from the school, and I've never been there. I thought it was so beautiful there. I remember seeing it for the first time, and there was a lot of weeping willows.
Weeping willow.
And weeping willows are my favorite trees from that.
They'll attack
Since
you with their
then-
magic.
Yeah, but they're so beautiful, and going inside them, like you
Inside.
move but you move the branches because the branches of, you know what a weeping willow is,
Yeah, I know what weeping willow.
and when you go inside, you're covered by the branches.
Yeah.
You're not inside the tree; you're just inside the foliage.
Hmm.
Oh, the trees, that's very pretty. So that was a fun excursion. And in year 8, they took us around the country. So we went to,
What about every other year?
I just told you.
No, but like, what about year 9?
There was no year 9. That was high school.
Oh, okay.
We didn't do a single excursion in high school.
Oh, okay.
So in year 8, they took us around the country. So I went and actually saw a few interesting places. I went to Bitola, where Baba is from.
Okay.
And over there is some Roman ruins.
Roman.
Or Greek ruins. I think they're Roman ruins. And it's like a big city thing that's been dug up with the mosaics and stuff. It's called Heraclea. We saw that, and then we went to this city called Veles, and there we went to the house of one of my favorite poets, Kochoratsin. He writes really nice poetry,
Like
Macedonian poetry.
What is it called?
He wrote Danovi, for example.
What does that translate to?
Days.
Days.
And he talks about
What days?
the hard days during the when people had to work the fields and stuff like that. Like, yeah, remember.
Okay.
It's like Danovi, Lise, Danovi, Argatsky, or Golemi, something like that. I don't remember.
Translate to?
So I can't really, like, the days are so hard working on the fields like slaves and stuff like that. Yeah, something like that. I can't really translate it. It loses a lot in translation. But I remember that, and I remember visiting his house. And then we had a big party at the end of the trip at this mountain pass, mountain resort.
Did you do it all in a day?
No, it took a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Macedonia is very small.
Yeah, tiny
You showed me a
country.
picture from when you went last time, and you could literally see the other country across the lake.
Okay, that's just because my town where I'm from, it's located on the border. But you know, you can't look the other way and see the other country.
Halfway
No.
there, then check your
It's a
passport.
very small country. It's a tiny little country. So, you want to know how many subjects do you have at school?
History.
You have history.
Eventually.
No, I'm asking you now in primary school.
History.
You don't have
We
history.
study history.
I know you study history, but you don't really have
Australia.
history.
We don't really have subjects. Our
No, you
have
don't.
Class.
I really find it weird that here you don't really have any subjects.
Sport.
Because you have stuff like PE, and then you have science,
And we have science.
and then you have English and mathematics.
We also do history sometimes.
You do history as part of English, I think.
No, but like we actually study up to First Fleet and all of this.
Yeah. Well, where is that in your report? Where it says history and geography or something? No, it doesn't exist.
I think
So
geography
weird.
would be part of science. History would be part of English.
Or something like that. It's so weird. Because when your report comes and it explains what you did in English, and usually when you do history things, it's part of your English. Like it will say, Zachary did well in his study of the First Fleet,
Uh-huh.
or something like that. It will say you have no marks of,
We have marks.
you don't.
Yeah.
You have outstanding. No, you don't.
Yeah.
No,
For
you don't.
sound, outstanding.
You have S for sound and A for what?
You have C for sound,
Yes.
A for outstanding, B for...
Basic. That's not marks. That's just how much effort you've put in it.
No, yeah.
That's.
B for...
Do you have a single test where you've been graded?
Well, yes.
Yeah?
We
What?
do have like 78 out of 100 or something.
That's just how many
Right.
questions you got right.
Well, there's not 100.
That's
No,
not-
no. We actually have marks on the question. We actually have like the question is worth 3 marks.
Oh, okay.
And like let's say there's
Yeah.
70 marks and you got one question wrong and
You
it's
come
worth
closer
3.
here.
It's like there's 70 marks in the test. You get one question wrong and it's worth 4. You'll get 66 marks.
Why didn't it just give you a grade?
I
That's
know.
what I don't understand. And after your sister going to school for 12 years and your brother almost having 12 years and yourself, I still don't understand why you can't have subjects and do like year 1 and 2 or your infancy, like infant years, whatever. Is that what they call? Your
Well,
kindergarten
we
year.
call the kindergartens infants.
So what's
Stage
here?
1.
Stage 1.
Stage 1.
Alright, stage
and
1.
Early stage 1.
Alright. So stage 1, which is year 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
You spend most of the year on the floor.
Sitting on the floor listening to the teacher,
Exactly.
especially kindergarten.
You have no subjects
When we didn't do
whatsoever.
anything in kindergarten, let the ABCs and drawn.
Then you start sitting in your tables afterwards, and I don't know, it's just
We still sat in
education.
tables in kindy.
I know you did, but most of it was sitting.
On the floor.
Yeah.
But that was just.
You don't sit on the floor anymore, do you?
Sometimes we do sit on the floor.
You're still sitting on the floor. Still floor sitting. It's so weird. When I
Sometimes
started,
they let us, and sometimes they make us come. For some reason, most of the teachers like all the tables are facing the whiteboard, just straight right there. Let's sit on the floor. You can't see the whiteboard otherwise.
see, now, I remember.
It's fine. We don't sit as
I don't much remember kindergarten, but I do remember that we were never sitting on the floor. And
some of the teachers let some of us sit at the desks if we ask.
but I remember that since I started in year 1 till the last day of school, I was always on the wooden desk.
Okay.
Always.
Always.
But I did have subjects. We always had subjects. I had Macedonian and maths. No, students. That was early on. I'm too young for that. Like, it was the end of communism.
Okay.
So, in year 5, I had English, Macedonian, maths. I had biology, geography, history. I had PE. I had art. I had music. And another subject which can't really translate it into English because I don't know how to translate it. It's where we made little electronic things and basically like industrial technologies.
Okay.
And then we had, it was the first time that they introduced computers. So I had 11 subjects in year 5.
Okay.
And all of them had tests
What do you
and all of them had grades.
do you remember anything of kindergarten?
Singing lots of songs.
La 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 la, singing happy songs.
No, it's more like Du mi vetre razvigorče, niš ne grače ne dizvoče. Du mi vetre budi gore, veseleni stoja.
Translation?
Don't know, something about the wind.
Okay.
But I remember
I
that
watched
song.
Little Haiku about the wind.
Wasn't like this, was it? But that's a song I remember from my
Hey, Mom,
kindergarten days.
Next, you
Yeah.
you singing a song in a different language, or at least part of it, reminds me of something that I want to do.
What do you want to do?
The first essay or assignment of the year, I'm going to turn it in to my teacher in wingdings.
No, you
The
will not.
font of
No, you will
wingdings.
not do such a thing.
Why?
Because that's not going to be funny. That's just going to make you fail the thing.
Well,
immediately.
it's technically if I actually did a good report, they just have to decode it.
No, that's not what you're going to do. That's not how you do it. And you're too old for that now, okay? No practical jokes like that,
Wingdings.
okay?
Okay.
So yeah, what else do you want to know about my school? We had lots of subjects. We had, our high school was separated. It wasn't like here.
Well, I want you to ask me something. My school.
Alright. I did ask you. What do you want me to ask you?
Different stuff.
What's the things that you don't like about high school concerning your actual learning?
Sitting on the floor.
You don't sit on the floor anymore.
Sometimes we do.
Okay, well, besides that, something concerning your learning. Do you think you're learning enough? Do you think you're learning too much? Do you think you have enough homework, or do you think you shouldn't have any homework? Do you have too much homework?
No.
No what?
Last year.
What do you mean? What is this? No. I asked
Not
10,000 questions.
Not too much homework. It's last year. All the homework we had was a comprehension sheet and some mathematics.
And you didn't even manage to complete that all the time.
It's because I forgot to grab the comprehension sheet.
Because obviously you don't comprehend that you need to do the homework. That was funny. Hey. No, do you think you should have homework?
Yes.
You do? Why do you think you should have
It's
homework?
like a little mini test. It's like a little recap. Most of the time, it's a little recap. I mean, the last year's comprehension sheet, learning about the first fleet, homework was this one fig tree somewhere.
Well, obviously that picture was important
Um,
to the story, which you should know because you did it.
I mean, yeah, I did do it, but it was
Alright.
not important to the first fleet at all.
Well, I believe homework is good because it
Yeah.
keeps you occupied and actually makes you study. Because sometimes to complete the homework, you actually have to study, and I don't think you get enough homework.
Let's see if we get plenty, because
No.
I can't be bothered.
I think high school kids get plenty of homework. I've seen your
Yeah, they
sister
get
being
a lot.
overwhelmed with homework, and your brother now will start too. So I think they get plenty of homework, but in your primary education, it's pathetic what you get for homework. You don't get anything for homework. Do you think you study enough things at school? Or do you think you study, well, you can't really talk
Okay,
about that
one
because
thing
you're
I
not in
did-
high school yet, so
Hang on. I just re-established what I hate the most about school.
what's your
Public
next?
speaking.
Public speaking.
I
That would
hate
that would
public
be horrible.
speaking.
Well, I think you should enter the public speaking competition this year.
Firstly, you don't just enter, the teacher picks you.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like having a speech that's too good.
Maybe you should volunteer.
No.
I think you should, because the best way of tackling something you don't like or you hate or you're afraid of
I'm
is
afraid.
to do it.
Well, not like, it's not like I have stage fright, I just don't like it.
No, that's called fear.
That's
It sits
not
in your gut.
fear.
It sits in your gut, right here, in the big gut, and boils and churns and whatever it does. And it's like I can't do it. There's this big heavy ball sitting
Well,
there.
I
That's
can-
what it feels like.
I can do it, I just don't like it.
I know, but the best way to run away from this fear, I'm ignoring you because you're telling me it's not fear. So I'm going to keep telling you about fear is to confront the fear.
I know that's the best way to do with
Yeah.
fear, but it's not fear, it's just I don't like doing it. I can do it, I just don't like it.
I understand. Now you listen to me because Mama knows best.
Mama
Okay.
knows nothing.
Mama knows best. And I've heard this somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yes, I know I've heard that somewhere that Mama knows best, right? You've heard it too, haven't you?
Well, she's not the most important part of the family. She's equally as important as everyone else.
The lies that the children believe.
She is equally as important.
It's amazing, it's amazing. Okay, keep believing whatever you want to. It's nice to live in a fantasy. Anyway. I know, right? I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't think you learn enough at school, to be honest.
I think we love
No, you learn nothing.
you. To be honest, I
What
think we
year are
learn
you?
too much.
Year 6?
Yeah.
Alright.
To be honest, I think we learn too much because we study so much on one topic, we forget the last one, then we have a test on that one.
Okay. Tell me, being in year 6, you should know quite a bit of things, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a little test
Okay.
of very common things that you should know by now. I'm not going to ask you any space-related questions because I know you know about space and that you've learned yourself about space. So that's different.
Hang on.
Okay. Really? You want to say that while we're recording?
Anyway, what's the test?
Okay. So, someone of your age
Yeah.
should know when was Australia discovered?
1788. From my memory, 1788.
Is that
It's been around
correct?
for like 200 years.
Is that date correct, or you just think so?
It's either 1788 or 1888. But 1788 sounds better.
Okay. Okay. When was Australia made into a federation?
A federation. Ask me all history questions. Why?
Okay, we're just going through history now.
It's not my strong suit. 1988?
1988? I don't think so.
18,000?
18,000. Now you're even getting it's in the future. In the year 18,000.
1800.
1800 something? Probably.
You don't know.
Doesn't mean that you shouldn't know.
I know, but it's
Okay. This is you.
Question.
I never studied here. I never studied anything
I know,
about
but
Australia. You know that? At all?
Don't do a non-history.
No, non-history question. All right. All right. How do you make present continuous tense?
What?
How do you make present continuous tense?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, he doesn't even know what that is.
I might learn it. So,
No,
I
you're
know
past the
present
time.
tense.
You're past the time when you're learning that. You should already know
Present
that.
continuous.
What's present continuous tense?
Maybe I just forgot. What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
How do you make it?
How do you make it? Put an S on the end. I don't know. Maybe.
Isn't that how you make plural?
Maybe I just forgot.
Because you never knew.
No, maybe
Okay.
I just forgot.
How do you make past tense?
Past tense. Well, for
Past
what
tense.
word?
It doesn't matter. Tell me how to make
Well,
past tense.
Sometimes you change the word.
Okay. The most common way.
The most common way. Well, if it's like,
No. How do you make past tense?
I know how to make past tense.
Please tell me.
You, like,
No,
I need
don't
an
give me an
example.
example. No, you don't
I
give me an
need to
example.
give you, I can't explain it.
What type of word do you need to change to make past tense?
What type of word?
Yeah, which word in the sentence you would use to make past tense?
I forgot what they're called.
Oh.
The contraction is a double word.
Hmm.
Sam, what's like the and words called in a sentence?
It's not that one. I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
Sam! He doesn't want to speak for the podcast. Sam!
Stop it. Okay, how many types of words are there in a sentence like that? What's
Contraction.
Alright, leave the contractions, she already said.
There's like just normal words.
Oh my goodness, Zachary, you don't even know type of words.
I know words.
You know words. A type of words.
What are you doing?
Type of words.
Type of words. There's
Like for example, this is a bear. What's a bear? What's bear?
it is now.
A noun. A noun. Okay. Alright. This is a brown bear. What's brown?
An adjective.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So types of words.
There's also verbs.
Oh, verbs. So what do you do? Which one of those three, I'll make it even more simple, do you need to change in order to make past tense or any tense?
The verb.
The verb! Education 101.
What was
So,
that?
let's say that we're going to use the verb and what we need to do to make it past tense.
Well, which verb is it?
Any verb, the most common one, what would you say? I don't want an example. Not an example. What do you need to add, take away, divide,
Letters. Divide.
whatever. So,
You need to add or take away letters.
what do you need to do to the verb to make it past tense?
Well, if it's something like run, you take away the U and add an A.
Not.
And ran. I ran.
Mm-hmm.
You take away.
Okay, how about dress?
How about the dress?
Yeah, like I'm going to get dressed now. What's the past tense of that?
You don't change dress. You change the words. Well, you change it to dress.
Dressed. So you add ed.
Yes.
Finally, we get to the point
for
when you
some,
change.
it's
When you
not
add, that's
ed.
but when you explain something, you're supposed to say. To make past tense, you need to add ed on the word, or in certain, occasions, the word will change from run to ran. It's not
Well, guess what?
rounded. It's run changes to ran, but that's an exception.
Well, you
Okay.
know what else you need to change? Getting. I am getting dressed.
That's completely different tenses then. Like there's past simple
I
and
got
past
dressed.
okay.
I got
There's
dressed.
also
That's past
different
tense.
tenses.
Future tense. Present tense.
No, what about past tense? That's past simple tense we were just talking about, and then there's past participle.
I don't
Your
know what
mind
participle is.
you don't know what normal past tense is, normal and
I know
participle.
what past.
But no, don't give me history questions, Mom.
I know what past
All right,
tense
fine.
is.
I'll try my best to give you like a maths question.
Okay.
But I can't because I'm not very good at maths,
Give me
and I can't
maths
translate.
questions then.
I can't translate math into English. Like I'm not very good. Okay. You're in year 6, right? So you should know this.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't do long division or something.
How do you? No, I'm not gonna do that because not everybody can do long divisions and stuff in their heads. But I'm gonna ask you like little like little small rules and stuff like what you do. When you do equation that has negative and positive numbers, in order to solve it, what do you need to do?
Well, are you adding or subtracting?
Yeah, there could be subtractions, dividing, could be anything in this.
Well, if you're minusing a negative number, it goes from negative like 25 to negative 26. If you're adding to a,
See,
a
I
negative number,
I can't translate my question
but if
properly.
you're adding to a negative number, it goes from negative 25 to negative 24.
What happens when you times negative number and negative number?
I don't know.
Oh, you should. What happens how do you plus a fraction?
You plus a fraction.
Fractions. How do you plus
I think
fractions?
if you plus a half
Yeah,
and a half,
the-
it's a whole.
Goodness gracious. Okay. If you have 3 6s plus 8 7s.
Well, I need a fraction table in my head because I can't do it in my head. I
Okay,
need a
so
fraction table.
the answer to this question by Zachary is I don't know. That is the answer.
Well, I might know. It's
This
just
is year
I
6,
need like a fraction
and this
table.
is not him. This is because they don't learn it at school properly. That's why you get this. When did World War I start?
World War One.
I want the whole date.
19.
Oh, we got the right century. Yes. I only have 100 years to choose from. Go for it.
14.
No.
It ended in that.
Did it end or start in 1914 World War II?
Huh?
World War II didn't end or start in 1914.
You asked World War One.
No, I asked World War II.
Oh.
I want the whole date.
19.
He does not know when World War II started.
I learned in World War II started from Pearson. But I forgot.
You should be learning this from
1924.
school. No.
Well, what is the
They're
date?
going to keep guessing.
What's 1901? 1902,
Oh my goodness.
1903. When did it start?
1939.
1939. Okay.
And the date.
Huh?
And the date.
And no. Did the Battle of Gallipoli happen in World War One or World War Two?
That happened in World War I think.
I think it ended in.
And I think
one of them ended on the 11th of the 11th of the 11th. Yeah.
Are we talking about the end or the beginning of World War II?
Talking about the beginning.
The question is, when did World War II start?
1939.
Date, please.
Date.
1st of
famous
September,
day, 1st of September.
1939, when Germany invaded Poland.
And Poland didn't like that.
I'm sure they didn't. So, can you remember that?
1939, September 1st.
Okay, remember that.
Okay.
You're in year 6, you need to have this knowledge. But it's nothing to do with you. It's the fact that in history, he hasn't actually learned anything at school besides who discovered Australia and the First Fleet.
We learned a lot about the First Fleet though. We
Alright,
had an incursion with the First Fleet. I got to hold a rifle.
awesome. Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
When did the First Fleet come?
When did the First Fleet come?
Uh-huh.
Well, Australia was discovered.
You learned a lot about it.
I did.
Okay, alright.
I learned a lot about the weapons they used. That's all that I remember. Except me holding a rifle.
Okay, this is interesting. Anyway, let's go back to my test. I like my test.
Okay.
I like testing you because we talk about school. Alright, so so far you have answered 0 questions.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I think you answered when was Australia discovered. That might have been correct. Tell me. This is. Let's go to science. Because you like science.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's excited.
Favorite subject is science.
Tell me. I'm not sure if this would be your level, though. But tell me the 3 Newton laws. But it might not be your level, so.
Every reaction has an equal and opposite. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Okay.
That was one of them.
Doesn't matter. I don't think this is your level, so not even 1 should be.
I know we haven't
okay.
even learned about Newton.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wait,
Okay. Just give me a high five.
I'm trying to think.
This isn't gonna happen. You don't know what you're gonna do. Okay, doesn't matter. You did one.
Okay.
It's okay. Now tell me, what's the
Hey Mom, you want to hear a joke?
not right now, you'll do that on the end
But
of
you
the
want, no, but you
podcast.
want to hear another joke?
Okay,
That's just a separate joke.
Alright,
That's specifically for you.
what is it?
Every male action has a female overreaction.
Oh, shut up. Don't be sexist.
I'm not being sexist.
That's a sexist joke. Anyway, I think we should stop this.
Oh, how long
This
is it
testing.
for?
This test, we should
No, do
stop.
one more question. Do a space question.
Alright. Are you sure? Okay.
I'm probably gonna go blank the minute you ask me, but
What is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way?
Andromeda. Not Andromeda. Andromeda.
Andromeda. Andromeda! How far is it? It isn't.
No.
But that's okay. Because they learn nothing about space.
Well, eventually we're gonna hit it. We're gonna say hi eventually. In like a million
How old
billion.
is our planet?
How old is our planet? The universe is 13 billion years old.
So approximately when was Earth created?
I think it's 3 billion years
3
old.
billion?
I think so.
How long do we have before the sun expands too
5
much?
billion.
5 billion.
4 billion.
5, 4?
Yeah.
Or 4, 5 billion? 4 to 5 billion.
4 to 5 billion.
You can't say 5 billion.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Okay. Well, better stop thinking about going somewhere else, huh? We only have 4 to 5 billion years.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a small test. I think we should end it now.
You think?
I think so.
Well, I actually have a joke for the subject.
Alright, awesome. Tell us the joke and then we're just going to say bye
But
and we're not going to change it around.
Are we going to end it now, though?
Yeah. Why not?
So, give me one more question. If anything.
Okay. I can't even think of questions, but
Give me
let's
an
answer
anatomy
this.
question.
Okay.
Anatomy. Human anatomy.
Human anatomy.
Anatomy. Okay. Human insides.
Well, I have to think of one. It's not like I know anatomy like you think I do.
Well, I know you don't.
Dr. Joe can help you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Tell me. Where is the gluteus maximus located?
That is your butt.
My butt.
That's your butt.
I
It's
have
also
not.
the biggest
Yes.
muscle.
Muscle?
Biggest muscle.
Oh my goodness. I have one very big gluteus maximus.
And the smallest bone is in your ear.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it even a bone?
Yeah.
It's cartridge.
No,
Not cartridge.
in like inside your ear there, in your arm, so near it.
Oh.
Near it.
Near
It's
Near
over there. It's very small.
small
It's either the anvil, the syrup,
Yes.
Syrup?
One or the other.
or the other one.
This is knowledge 101.
The anvil, the syrup, or the other one.
Could be any of those three. Or completely different one. You never know.
Mom, this is your earlobe.
Is it?
It's where you get earrings. Also, I think your whole fixed up for earrings.
Probably. It's been years since I born. You want earrings?
No. I tell you what I do want though. I want those like holes. Like I want like those black things, and you can fold up a piece of paper and put it through like a portal. I want one of those.
Yes, you should get one. They will love it. They do love body modification.
Well, not just getting a giant hole in my earlobe.
That's how it starts. It starts with a small one. That's called.
No, but like getting one of those. Like the ones that I've seen is like a big like a black one. Like it's a
Yeah.
black thing on your earlobe, and like you can put like a piece of paper through it or something.
I know it's ear expansion.
Ear expansion.
Expansion.
Oh, that.
Something. And they can range from different sizes. Sometimes they're this size.
Okay.
You don't have to go that big. Just because you're getting one doesn't mean you should go huge. If you go that big, you can't actually reverse the process. You have to surgically reverse it if you change your mind.
Yeah. No.
But if it's small, I think you should go. I don't know. Well, you're too young for that.
Who cares about age?
The law.
Mr. Goody Two Shoes, the law.
I have no idea when you can get that. I think maybe 16 with parental agreement, which you're not gonna get.
Why?
Because I don't mind if you get it. Your dad won't like it. Well, when you're 18, you can get that without any trouble. I guess. What do you like that? You like that? You like the way it looks?
Yeah, I like the way it looks, and I want somebody's shoe.
That's not how it works.
I know, but
But it's funny. If you want that. I'm not. But anyway, tell us a joke so we can go. We're done talking about
did you
school.
hear about the kidnapping at school?
No.
Don't want to hear about.
I don't get it. Something I'm
It's
laughing.
a kidnapping. Kidnapping.
Uh,
A joke isn't funny when you explain.
funny. I know. But it was funny now that you mentioned it. I didn't get it. Okay, there is a lot of noise happening this week.
Probably shouldn't have chosen the living room for the
It's still better than boiling in your room.
You do know you can come out of the room for editing.
I know. But anyway, that's it for this week. Please contact us on listendat1137@gmail.com if you want to contact us. If you don't, you don't have to. Hope you enjoy it. And hear you next week. Bye.
Oh, I want to do something. I want to.
No, just say bye.
Bye. He.